STN Racing welcomes you to virtual Phoenix Raceway, also known as ISM Raceway, also known as Jeff Gordon Raceway, also known as Phoenix International Raceway, as we get set to go for the season finale of the Four Corners Racing League, the unsponsored FCRL Championship race from Phoenix, here tonight on STN. Jacob Hitz, Ben Easterday with you for the call. Zach Johnson, our producer, for the night. Ben, should be a lot of fun. Four drivers fighting for a championship tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy race. We've seen a lot of spins in practice. This new track is going to be pretty difficult for these drivers. We're going to see how many survive through the end of 140 laps.
And you're right, this is a new racetrack. They've rescanned Phoenix. The old version of Phoenix that used to be ISM Raceway, well, that's gone the way of the dodo bird. It's not on the sim anymore. So we have this track, and we have the old 2008 version where it still had the grass over on the dog leg. And that's really all we got. So the start-finish line now is at the exit of what used to be turn 2, now turn 4. The front stretch is the back stretch. The back stretch is the front stretch. We're probably going to screw it up because we're not used to this layout much. So it'll be a learning curve for a lot of us. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, at the end of the night, we get to crown a champion. Let's run through. Go ahead.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, let's run through our starting grid for tonight's race. Calvin Allison, one of the four drivers fighting for a championship. Your current championship leader is on pole position with Jordan Weaver to the outside. Then you have Marcus Adams, who's second in the championship standings and third. Then Kyle Smalley, who's fourth in the championship standings, starting in P4. Roberto Ramirez starts in position number 5. Nick Olson, the final member of the championship 4, rolls off from P6. Then it's Zach Lindgren, J.R. Houston, Derek Lemke, Jared Wishaw, your top 10. Casey Hetchel will roll off from the 11th spot. Ferris Shaw 12th. Chris Worrell 13th, Jaron Hazen 14th, Joe Francis 15th, Keith Smalley 16th, Anthony Colantuono 17th, Chris Webb in the 18th spot. They're only doing one pace lap. The pace car is already on pit road. The field will bring it around through turns 3 and 4 and eventually get to the Geico restart zone to start this race. 140 laps remain on the season. Calvin Allison brings us around. Green flag, we're racing.
Calvin Allison with the great jump as everyone dives to the bottom. We enter what used to be 3 and 4, what is now 1 and 2. So far, nice and clean. We got double wide behind the leaders, and so far, so good. Entering the back stretch or the front stretch, however you want to say it.
They made it through the first corner, which is better than I anticipated. Jordan Weaver has gotten shuffled out of the way, and now the top 4 are all the playoff drivers that remain. Calvin Allison leading in the points. A win would give him the championship. That goes for any of the top 4 in points. Of course, last week at Auto Club, Nick Olson, Kyle Smalley, they had some contact last week. That's why Kyle Smalley is P4 in points. They were side by side for a moment. The 5 hangs on that outside.
Yeah, Jordan Weaver seems to be stuck on the outside. When these tires get older, we might see the outside start working again, get that good exit, but so far seems like the inside is preferred. Looking out throughout the field, everyone's starting single file out now.
And unlike yesterday, there's no resin on the racetrack, so you're not going to get that grip on the outside line that you're really looking for. The bottom line is going to be your friend. You go too far up high, and you'll be losing a couple of spots.
Yeah, looking back, Roberto Ramirez is stuck on the outside. Ooh, as the 20 car just cut in front of him. That was J.R. Houston. He got the position, and now it is going to be Zach under.
Welcome back to Phoenix for the championship race of the Four Corner Racing League. Calvin Allison has almost a 2.5-second lead over Marcus Adams. Then Kyle Smalley, Nick Olson, Jordan Weaver are your top 5. The top 4 all fighting for a championship. They've got the red spoiler splitter and the red name banner. And Calvin Allison has just pulled away from everybody. He already leads in points, so he wins. He wins the championship, no doubt about it.
Yeah, it's pretty dominating so far with 43 laps in the book. It'll probably come down to how well they are, how well they practiced in going down pit lane under green, as it seems like as much as we were anticipating crashes, that doesn't seem to be the case unless something dramatic happens anytime soon.
We've seen a couple of retirements already, none of them due to contact. Derek Lemke has retired. He retired a while ago. Chris Webb has parked it. Joe Francis has parked it. This leaves 15 cars on the racetrack. Chris Worrell had some connection issues. He's 8 laps down. Everybody else on the lead lap. So 14 cars are on the lead lap. But Calvin Allison will be facing lap cars here likely before the end of this run. He's about a straightaway behind Keith Smalley, the last car on the lead lap.
Yep, and right now it's just all about keeping the car safe and conserving those tires. Maybe one thing you'll want to do is save fuel. I'm not 100% sure on what the fuel run is, but if they're able to go in one pit stop, that's going to definitely be a big benefit.
As again, a little bit of a battle brewing for a second here between Marcus Adams and Kyle Smalley. I think this might even be, and it is, the closest battle on the racetrack with the exception of J.R. Houston, Roberto Ramirez, and Jared Wishon. Chris Worrell is bringing the car onto pit road, but we'll stick with this battle for a second since it does have championship implications, potentially.
Yeah, Marcus Adams looks like his car is getting away from him. He almost lost it there the last lap. But we'll see if Kyle can make a charge here. He's definitely running the preferred line. Marcus Adams seems to be getting pretty loose on exit. See Kyle trying a different line, entering high, exiting low, trying to get that exit faster than Marcus Adams. Doesn't seem to work out though. He also seems to be entering the turn a bit harder than Marcus Adams. We'll see how much that hurts his tires.
Saw Nick Olson blink in the background there for a moment. He's still hanging in there in P4. But Kyle Smalley trying to do everything he can at this point. Remember, Smalley needs to win and he needs some help from everybody else to get in front of these championship guys. Remember, Smalley is 4th in points. He is 8 points behind Allison coming into tonight. So he's going to need a good bit of help.
Yeah, and Keith Smalley is at the last end of the tail lap. He's about 21 seconds behind. So will he make it interesting and make it difficult for the leader? Who knows?
And you have to keep in mind, too, that's father and son. Keith Smalley, the father, Kyle Smalley, the son. There could be, I doubt there will be, but there's always the potential that something could happen. As we are inside 100 laps to go on the Four Corner Racing season. How about our sponsor, Circle B Diecast? You can use the promo code FCRL2021 to get free shipping on all orders over $20. Again, that's a promo code FCRL2021 on free shipping on all orders over $20 at CircleBDiecast.com. Did not forget this week. Buy all those Kyle Larson championship cars now.
Yep, and you'll definitely get them by 2024.
If you're lucky.
Well, it looks like Kyle Smalley is dropping back. It looks like he used up a bit too much of his tires. He's running that high side, but I think he might have been using up the tires too much as the car behind him, Nick Olson, seems to be catching him. But 2 through 5 seem to be pretty close to each other, but Calvin Allison's just driving away. He's opened up the lead. It's now 5. It's not 5 seconds. It is 3.5 seconds, but or in math, it's 5 seconds.
I mean, it's going to be 5 seconds here in a moment. We have some folks that have come onto pit road. J.R. Houston, Casey Heschel have made their first stop. Anthony Colantuono, you see there, he's on pit road right now. So I think this might be opening the window for some green flag pit stops.
The earlier you get in the pits, the faster lap times you'll run, but you got to also be mindful of the lap traffic or the lead lappers that haven't pit yet. They're going to slow you down, as well as you're going to have older tires when the leaders pit, and they're going to blow right by you.
This is the closest battle on the racetrack right here. Go ahead.
Now with Calvin Allison, he's got a 4-second lead.
He just keeps going and going and going and going and going.
Unlike our producer's computer.
These things happen. Calvin Allison, if he were to win the race, that would be his 10th win on the season and would give him the championship. Kyle Smalley has 10 wins on the season as well. Marcus Adams, who coming into tonight sat 4 points behind Allison, has 4 wins on the season. He's also one of 2 drivers to make every single race this season. The other one being J.R. Houston. And then you have Nick Olson, who has 2 wins on the season. Getting himself into the Final Four. He is stuck in position number 4 right now. Number 3 in the points, but Kyle Smalley was only 1 point behind Olson. So where they're at right now, they would tie. Tiebreaker should go to Smalley.
Yep. Anthony Colantuono getting 1 lap back, so now he's 1 lap down after pitting. He's way faster than the leaders, but again, he's burning up those tires while the leaders are going to be coming in sometime soon, I believe. Now there's 3 drivers. Lap down, Jared Houston, Casey Herschel, and Anthony Colantuono.
And they all have pitted already. Everybody else is able to stay on the lead lap.
Yep, 11 cars on the lead lap so far. Keith Smalley might be getting himself lapped pretty soon. Meanwhile, the closest battle seems to be between these 4 cars. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Welcome back to Phoenix. Again, we are inside 50 laps to go. That is the battle for 2nd you're seeing between Kyle Smalley and Nick Olson. Meanwhile, Calvin Allison, 4.4 seconds out in front after they made their green flag pit stops.
Yeah, after pit stops, Nick Olson did take the lead there for a bit, but after then, he has just been falling back and back and back, and now sees himself in 4th place. So currently, we are seeing the standings as Calvin Allison leading with a nearly 5-second lead. Kyle Smalley in 2nd. Marcus Adams in 3rd. Nick Olson in 4th. Jordan Weaver in 5th.
Then you got Hazen, Lindgren, Heschel, Houston, and Ramirez, the top 10. And there you see Marcus Adams. He goes back to second place. Remember, long ago, when we were last with you, he was in second place. After the pit stops, he got shuffled back. Kyle Smalley got out in front of him. Now, Marcus Adams back to P2, but he still has 5 seconds to make up as we close in on 40 to go.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. It's mainly a battle between second and third. Kyle Smalley might have used it up, but who knows? Marcus Adams might have used up all his tires to get that second place. So we might see if he drops back. And if they use each other up, then Nick Olson might catch up.
Calvin Allison just keeps pulling away. He was 2/10 faster that last time by than everybody else. Even if we have a caution, I don't see anybody beating that 28 car. He has just been fat. Oh, excuse me. He has just been fast since the drop of the green flag, and nobody's been able to catch him.
Yeah, after that pit stop, he definitely has pulled away. He's been the best at saving his tires, it seems. The more you save the tires, the faster you'll be in the long run, and he's just done that. Just pulling away. Not much else you can say as he passes someone for lead lap. It's Keith Smalley going a lap down.
Got a couple on pit road. J.R. Houston, Zach Lindgren. Do these guys have to pit again?
I'll have to go back to see when the leaders pitted to see when they pitted. So give me a second on that. From what I can see, the leaders pitted at lap 78. So they should be able to go with one stop.
Six-second lead is the gap here. I mean, Calvin Allison, what a statement he has for this race. If you can hold on to it for 36 more laps, he's going to be your champion, undisputed. I mean, 10 wins on the season. Yeah, Kyle Smalley has 10 wins as well, but Allison just showed up at the right time, and it's just been dominant since the drop of the green flag. He's led almost every lap.
Yeah, let alone be dominant in this race. He's been dominant all season. Yeah, but 10 wins? That's pretty crazy. Yes, there's another driver with 10 wins as well, but you know what? That other driver's not leading with a 6-second lead. That person is Calvin Allison. He's up there. He's got, what, 30-some laps to go before the end of it?
"35 laps to go. Make it 34 laps to go in the Four Corner Racing League season. This is the battle for 7th between Wishon and Roberto Ramirez. Looks like Wishon may have it.
Yep, dives it into that turn and starts to pull away from Roberto Ramirez. Meanwhile, there is a battle for second brewing as Marcus Adams is starting to get loose on that exit, and Kyle Smalley is starting to catch up.
On board with the 5 of Kyle Smalley. As we keep an eye on this battle for second, it is the closest battle on the racetrack between Smalley and Marcus Adams. Which really, if we finish where we're at right now, Kyle Smalley would finish third in points. Marcus Adams would still finish second. Nick Olson would drop to fourth.
Calvin Allison is just speeding off with 0.3 every lap, 3 to 4 tenths every lap. He's now got a 7.4 second lead on second place.
30 to go in the season, as that is Colin Tuono on pit road. It wouldn't make sense that they would have to pit again, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. I believe some people played the 2-stop game, some of them played the 1-stop game, and tire drop off isn't that bad at Phoenix from what I can see looking at the lap times. So I think the 2-lap strategy is not the best call. It's kind of a Ferrari move, unfortunately, for those drivers.
Right.
Currently 8 cars on the lead lap. It's going to turn into 6 pretty soon.
As the laps keep winding down in the season, once again, we want to remind you to use the code FCRL2021 to get free shipping on all orders over $20 at CircleBDiecast.com. We'll pull up the graphic. There it is. Graphic. Go to CircleBDiecast.com. Use that promo code. Free shipping. All orders $20. Order Kyle Larson Championship stuff. Woo, NASCAR. All right.
NASCAR.
Yeah. Initially, I thought something happened on the racetrack. That's what I was like, what? Oh, got it.
Now an 8-second lead. Closest battle so far is between these two drivers, Marcus Adams and Kyle Smalley. They just getting kind of going back and forth. Marcus Adams will take the lead or take second place, but use up those tires. Meanwhile, the car behind will save up those tires and then start to catch up. But dirty air affects this track. As you might have seen in the championship race, it's kind of hard to pass. It's even harder when you don't have that resin on top. So right now, it looks like this is probably going to be the finishing order unless something crazy happens.
Unless David Starr winds up on the racetrack. It's almost an 8-second gap between Marcus Adams and Calvin Allison right now.
We got a battle for fourth.
Yep, that's Nick Olson, Jordan Weaver. And of course, Weaver's not there, and now he's back. Olson in the championship 4. Weaver is not. Side by side down the backstretch.
That outside is preferred in this turn. They both get loose on exit. Oh! Whew. Jordan Weaver just did not get a good exit out of that. And almost spun it himself. He lost a ton of ground there. And I think that's going to be the it of that battle. Nick Olson has won it.
Yeah, and lighten up the tires there too. That's going to take a long time for those tires to cool off and get grip back into those things as we're closing in now. 21 laps to go. Let's start finish. And there is not a battle to talk about except for the battle for second.
Yeah, battle for second's probably the closest thing. Leaders pulled out to a 9-second lead. But Kyle Smalley is there. Let's see what he can do with it. So Jacob, what is coming up next for STN?
Okay, so Highline Racing League tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Core is back. For real, like Core Season 4, it's here. Duels are Wednesday. I don't know what's going on with that. I think we need to, like, take some people out and we'll be able to broadcast it. But we'll have the big race, the 4th annual Daytona 250 presented by Traction.gg on Thursday. And then what the hell is this? The Porsche Club of America Upper Canadian Region Race 6 of 8 from Mid-Ohio, Sunday, November 28th. And then, of course, next year, almost all of the FTF Cup Series season will be on what will then be FTF.gg. And you'll see it all here. That's what's coming up.
Mid-Ohio, of course, is the best road course ever made, by God.
As long as you ignore Montreal, Watkins Glen, the Roval, anything made in Europe.
I did not stutter, as we have Marcus Adams still in second place with Kyle Smalley behind him. It is a now 9.5 second lead.
How about the battle for fourth again? Olsen and Weaver. It's heating back up.
Weaver is there. He sent it. And he's getting loose.
Brother.
And he's going to probably cause an accident, but we're going to find out. Let's see if he dives it in here in this corner.
Don't kill each other for P4. Come on.
Plays it safe in this one. He might have used up his tires a bit there. No one gets loose on exit. And we'll give it a couple laps before he catches back up. He really sent it in 3.
Seems like 1 and 2 there is his better corner. Then he loses it in 3 and 4 coming around to the start-finish line, which is just shy of the dog leg. Not like in the middle of the racetrack where it is at normal tracks.
Remember, like Talladega.
Yep.
Start-finish line is not where you think it is.
It is. That is correct.
But you can't go below the yellow line.
You can go below the yellow line, just not on the restart before the start-finish line. It's a stupid NASCAR rule that nobody understands.
Unless you're Denny Hamlin.
This is true. 14 laps to go.
Calvin Allison with a 10-second lead.
Yeah, he gone.
6 cars on the lead lap. And this battle between Nook Olsen and Jordan Weaver is getting close. Jordan Weaver's probably going to send it right here.
Here we goes inside. This is for 4th. Oh, he hits him. He turns him. Around goes Olsen into the wall. Caution's out. We have beef, and this changes everything.
Yeah, I saw that from a mile away.
And with 13 laps to go, this race just got interesting. It was contact between Kyle Smalley and Nick Olsen last week that really damaged Smalley's chances at winning a championship. This week, it's contact between Weaver and Olsen that will likely end Olsen's shot at winning a championship. Here's the replay.
Yeah, he just sent it and turned him. I mean, what else you got to say? Can't pass a guy cleanly? Apparently not.
Yeah, he just goes in there and slides it up. And Weaver came on the radio and said he thought he held his line. Nope. Not off the replay. It didn't look like it. Meanwhile, pits are open. Everybody is there.
Strategy, I think, would be taking 4 fresh good years. Maybe not. Somebody.
Kyle Smalley 2 tires, wins the race off pit road. Championship implications. And just like yesterday on the last pit stop, it's car number 5 rocketing out in front.
That is indeed the situation, Rick Allen. But we'll see if it lasts. I believe we might have a couple boys. No, those are lap down. They're going to get their wave rounds.
Correct. Everybody in front of Smalley here is just going to take a wave around. They likely pitted under green flag there before the caution flag, and that's why they're just going to stay out.
But we still got, what? We're probably going to start with 7 laps to go. That is a lot of laps to hold off 4 fresh tires, and
yeah,
I don't think it's going to work out that great for Kyle Smalley. Of course,
and
where was he before you pitted?
3rd. He was behind Marcus Adams. So Allison will be in 2nd on the outside. We'll see how Allison uses that outside line, but Marcus Adams could send it on the bottom here and make it 3 wide going into turn 1. It's possible.
It's possible. Wouldn't be very smart. But yeah, I think all in all, what will happen is Kyle Smalley will be immediately passed by turn 3, and then he'll lose all his positions and drop back while Calvin Allison opens up a 30-second lead and wins. That's my bold prediction.
There you see Nick Olson without the TV panel on that thing, just going to go out and try and finish the season strong. He will likely finish in that 4th and final spot in the championship 4.
No fast repairs.
Nope. 1 lap to green. We have 12 cars on the lead lap. Kyle Smalley, your race leader. Calvin Allison in 2nd. Marcus Adams 3rd. Jaron Hazen is in 4th. Jordan Weaver 5th. Jared Wishon 6th. Nick Olson 7th. Then Ramirez, Shaw, Lindgren the top 10. Heschel, Houston, Colantuono, Smalley, and that's it. 14 cars on the lead lap. 12 of them on the lead lap. Houston, the last one on the lead lap. And they are still trying to catch up.
Kyle Smalley's going to have to play some games in order to get a jump with those old tires.
Remember,
what happens.
You cannot go underneath the yellow line until you get past the start-finish line. That goes for everybody. Green flag in the air. Let's crown a champion. 8 laps to go from Phoenix. Here comes Marcus Adams. He looks down low. Allison going to look to the middle, going to turn 1. Smalley almost gets turned. Allison goes up and he hits the wall. Calvin Allison bounces it off the fence. Marcus Adams takes the lead. So there goes Allison. He hooks Olsen. It's a big crash on the back straightaway. A huge crash taking out 2 championship contenders. Casey Heschel clobbers the inside wall. And just like that, Marcus Adams may be in the catbird seat for the title. Calvin Allison gone, disconnected. His season is over.
Well,
wow.
That
he did it to himself. He just drove it in too deep into 1, got the wall on exit, and he just couldn't hold on. We'll get a replay here, right here.
Right here. As you can see, he just sent it when he didn't really need to. 5 car had old tires, and he just got loose and just screwed it up.
Yeah. The dominant car of the day will not win the championship.
Gotta feel bad for that 24 car. He was just in the last accident, and he's a spectator in this one as well.
So this means Marcus Adams is your championship leader. In order for Kyle Smalley to win the championship, he is going to need Marcus Adams to finish, I think, 5th or worse. And Smalley would have to win. Smalley was 4 points behind Marcus Adams coming into today's race.
Well, we have 11
and remember,
cars.
Smalley's on 2 tires.
So, anything can happen. We're probably going to have a green-white checkered here. And it's going to get crazy.
What do you mean, gonna?
I mean, going to get crazy as opposed to the rest of the race that's been going on. It's been quite calm until these last couple restarts.
Jordan Weaver is the reason that Calvin Allison's not going to win the championship. I know the goal was to talk to all 4 championship drivers at the end of this deal. I don't see Calvin Allison. Otherwise, I would have wanted to talk to him now. He's not here. So, I mean, understandably so with that crash there with 8 laps to go. And we're going to get a restart with 3 to go.
Yeah, he's not going to be sleeping well tonight. He had a 10-second lead.
Yeah.
Just like that. Evaporated. And then just one small mistake. Ended it. Lights off.
Lights are out. Yep. 3 laps to settle it. Barring another caution flag. If they make it to the white flag, we keep going. If they crash before then and we get a caution flag, we will go to overtime. They have 3 attempts at a green-white checkered if we need them. And the battle is going to be between Marcus Adams and Kyle Smalley, who is on 2 tires. Everybody else is on 4 tires. Here we go. Down the backstretch, pace car is on pit road. We're going to crown a champion here eventually. Let's see what happens. Adams down low, Smalley up high. 3 laps, 3 miles to settle it from Phoenix. Through 3 and 4. Green flag.
Marcus Adams with a jump. Again, Kyle Smalley has 2 tires. He's going to have to hold them off. We're going to see if any of the cars behind him takes a dive. And there they go.
Oh, we got Olsen in the wall, Ramirez in the wall. We're going to keep it green. J.R. Houston down by the inside wall. He almost wipes it out. Here comes Jordan Weaver. He's looking for that second spot on Kyle Smalley. Drives it in way too deep. Not going to get there. And here comes Jared Wishon, rather. Around the outside, J.R. Houston almost gets sent to the infield. He keeps it straight. 2 to go from Phoenix.
Jordan Weaver on the inside for P3. We know he is a crashing monster machine. But meanwhile, behind him, it's starting to get crazy. Between 4, 5, and 6, it's still double wide.
J.R. Houston really loving the apron. Off turn 4. White flag, 1 lap to go on the Four Corner Racing League season for Marcus Adams to try and become the champion. He's won 4 different times this season. He's made every single start. He's going to bring it around. Big crash to the back. It doesn't really matter. Marcus Adams into turn 3 and 4. Win number 5. He's going to go all the way and win the championship at Phoenix.
That was some finish there. Marcus Adams takes it. There's a lot of unhappy drivers, but Marcus Adams is not one of them.
Wow. Marcus Adams. That's why you show up. That's why you run the race. And fastest car doesn't always go to victory lane. Fastest car doesn't always win the championship. Tonight's just an example of it. We'll talk to Marcus here in a moment, as he's going to burn it down here from Phoenix. Let's go through our results. Marcus Adams, your race winner. Kyle Smalley is going to finish second in the championship standings. He finishes second on the racetrack. Jared Wishon brings it home for a podium. Jordan Weaver comes home in fourth. Zach Lindgren, P5. J.R. Houston, P6. Casey Heschel, P7. Nick Olson going to bring it home, P3 in the points. P8 on the racetrack. Then Anthony Colantuono, Ferris Shaw, Roberto Ramirez, Keith Smalley, Jaron Hazen, Calvin Allison. A heartbreaking finish for the driver of the 28, finishing 14th. Then Chris Worrell, Joe Francis, Chris Webb, Derek Lemke, your field of 18 tonight. From Phoenix.
Marcus Adams knows the way to victory lane, and he is there.
And Kyle Smalley is also there. All right. Let's talk to our race winner and champion, Marcus Adams. Maybe. Yes. Here he is. Marcus, congratulations. You're the Four Corner Racing League champion. Take it. How does it feel?
Honestly, not good. Calvin should have won. And yeah, I don't know what happened on the restart, but he should have won.
That's why you show up to run the race, though, right? Fastest car doesn't always win.
I mean, yeah, I know things happen, and sometimes, yesterday the fastest car didn't win, but I don't know. I wish I could feel better about it. I was second fastest the entire race, but still, I wish I could have beat him in a different way.
How are you going to take this momentum into next year, knowing that you're going to be running a full year as the champion of the series?
It's going to be the next gen car, so, you're going to be lucky to win a race in that, really. It's all about who, basically you have to tandem the entire race in order to be fast, so, I think I could do good, but I definitely don't think I can. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still messed up about the finish.
Well,
I can
congratulations.
understand you being messed up with the finish, but you got to know that you made the least mistakes, and that's what got you the win. Calvin Allison made a mistake there at the end, and that's kind of what did it. So I wouldn't feel too down. Just again, you are the championship winner after all this, as well as you won the race. So congratulations.
Yeah, I finished second in the two races before this, so I was consistent, but still, wish it could have been different.
Congratulations on the win and on the championship. We'll see you next season.
Thank you.
Marcus Adams, your champion for the Four Corner Racing League. Let's talk to second place, Kyle Smalley with Ben Easterday.
Kyle Smalley, that 2 tires pit stop did it, and you were able to get that podium. What was your thinking into taking that strategy?
That was my only way of winning this race, was to take 2, and I did practice it some during the week, but I just had to put Calvin in a tough position. That was the only way I was going to be able to win, because for me to win the championship, Calvin had to finish like 4th or 5th, something like that. So me taking 2, putting him on the outside, hopefully people will get around him in 1 and 2, but yeah, that was my only way of being able to win. And then Marcus just nailed that 1 and 2, so I was unable to get off the corner as good as he was.
Yeah, once he took the lead in that last caution, it was pretty much it, mainly because he had that leader, and leader can pretty much go whenever he wants. And it's hard to judge that when you're in second place. But anyone you want to thank and congratulate on the second place win.
Yeah, huge shout out to everybody that joined the league. Me and JR had a blast putting this on, and we're excited to do this again next year, and maybe we can make it even better. But huge shout out to everybody that made the Final Four. Every person that was in the Final Four was deserving to win the championship. Sucks it wasn't me, but I'm even more excited that Marcus got their championship teammate, and it's cool to see.
Congratulations on your second place finish. Kyle
Thanks, guys.
Smalley, podium.
Second place finish on the racetrack and in the points for Kyle Smalley. Stuck to third place, Jared Wishon. I'll be honest, I have no idea where in the world you were running all afternoon long, but you came in there. The caution certainly played in your favor. Take us through your night.
Yeah, I definitely did not expect to be in the top 3 by the end of this race. We kind of hung around 7th all night, and me and Bolts had a really good race, or battle all race long. Couldn't really get away from each other, so I think we was going to finish 7th if it would have wearing green. So caution's definitely worked into our favor to get us a few spots there.
What does this do for your momentum looking ahead to next season?
It definitely helps. We haven't finished the last 2 races, so to come here and get a third is definitely good momentum going into the off season and the winter series. But it's just been a rough few races, so to finish third really feels good.
Well, congratulations on the win. And we'll on the third place finish. It might be a win to you. I don't know, but we'll see you next season. How about?
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for broadcasting this all season too. It's been fun to go back and watch them. So thank you guys for what you've done.
Jared Wishon, third place finisher tonight from Phoenix. Now the broadcast was going so well. You can tell we don't rehearse, right? All right. Well, I think that's it. Nick Olson is not here. Calvin Allison, I think, is standing on a bridge somewhere. I feel so bad for him, though, because he had a really dominant car, and he had to do a lot of work to get to this point. Just mental mistakes, that's all it takes.
That's correct, and that was a pretty small mistake, but in the long run, it was a huge mistake, and ended up costing him his championship and cost him everything.
That's our broadcast for the season here on STN. I believe we'll be back next year. I don't think we did that bad of a job. I think they'll bring us back for next year. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But thank you to everybody at the Four Corner Racing League for letting us do this here and there throughout the season. It's been a lot of fun. They've put on a lot of good shows for us, including tonight, even if the first 120 laps were mediocre at best. The last 20 were wild, and I guess that's what really matters. So thank you to everybody that's been up in the broadcast booth this season. For Zach Johnson, our producer, Ben Easterday, here with me tonight, I'm Jacob Hitz. For Kyle Smalley, J.R. Houston, and everybody at the Four Corner Racing League, thanks for watching, and good night.